On Wednesday, the 22nd of January 2025, the video of a woman with a third-degree burn surfaced online, running and screaming for her life, shouting in the Igbo language, "Okwani EJD," a cry that seemed to be like a wake-up call to women who are facing domestic violence in their marriages. The issue of domestic violence in marriages is one that calls for a lot of concerns and has sparked a lot of societal debate over years, because most women are beginning to come out to speak for themselves when they're being abused in marriages, and likewise the men are beginning to come out to say, okay, you know what, it is not just the women that are being abused, the men also are being abused in the marriages. So in view of that, we are going to be discussing the video of Mrs. Chioma Blessing Waka that surfaced online on the 22nd of January 2025. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Debbie and this is Didi's Corner. So Mrs. Chioma Blessing Waka, a middle-aged woman who is so beautiful. Beautiful. When I mean beautiful, I mean beautiful. She's beautiful and she's married to Mr. Sunday Waka, a businessman. The couple is said to be based in Jos, which is the northern part of Nigeria, and they are said to be relocated. They relocated last year to the eastern part. Yeah, they relocated last year to Anambra State in the eastern part of Nigeria. The marriage is said to be blessed with 5 boys, although Mr. Sunday Waka had 2 boys, 2 other children, yeah, from his previous marriage. Yeah, although the name of his spouse is not known, but Mr. Sunday Waka is said to have been previously married. So the video of Mrs. Blessing surfaced online on Wednesday the 22nd with a third-degree burn, in so much pain and agony, running and screaming for her life, shouting "Okwani EJD" in the Igbo language, a slogan that means EJD means journey of marriage. So with that alone, anyone from the eastern part should know that, okay, this is an issue of domestic violence. So it didn't take long for netizens to actually know, okay, what the problem actually was as at the time. It didn't take long for the Anambra State security or armed forcemen to lay their hands on Mr. Sunday for us to know his own part of the story, because later on we came to discover that Mrs. Chioma Blessing Waka, she did not make it. The only thing we know of the incident is that we saw a video of her running almost naked and screaming for her life, begging for her life. So it was later we got to hear what really happened and Mr. Sunday Waka's own side of the story. Of course, Mrs. Chioma Blessing is gone and the dead cannot speak for themselves. So Mr. Sunday Waka said, because from what we gathered, Mr. Sunday Waka said the issue he had with his wife was that she normally comes home late, and he has warned her on several occasions to stop coming home late, and each time he asked her of her whereabouts to get information as to where she was coming from, she wouldn't reply. So that was the issue they were having as at the time.
Every day Oyagba me no na kwa and Oyagba me go chiche. So okwa boge bata opata ni abani around 10, 11, 12 at times. So it's also that even ceremony
which sparked a lot of reactions online. Is this excuse, or does this excuse actually guarantees what he did? Is it reasonable enough to murder, not just murder anybody, but your wife, the mother of your children? And Mr. Sunday Waka, we saw a video of him crying, say it was temper, it was out of anger. He did what he did out of anger, it was temper and all of that. So it was later we came to gather information also from the children that Mr. Sunday Waka actually be violent towards their mother. There was a time he actually tried to use bottle on her, but he didn't succeed. So in light of these accusations, in light of this, because today Mrs. Blessing Chioma Waka is not alive to tell her own side of the story. She's not alive because when the news broke out, a lot of people had opinions, and a lot of people still do have opinions, because a lot of men are beginning to come out to say it is not the man's fault. It is not the man's fault. Apportioning blames here and there, that the woman might be stubborn, the woman is the one that's actually, Mrs. Chioma is the one that actually triggered the husband to do what he did, that she sleeps around, okay. Now, let's talk. If Mr. Sunday is actually accusing the wife of infidelity, of cheating on him, don't you think that rather than commit murder, shouldn't he have asked her to go back to her father's house? Shouldn't he have asked her to go back rather than commit murder? Because now he's going to face the full wrath of the law. What is going to happen to those children? Their both parents are absent. The mother is no longer there. Their father is no longer there. So what is going to... So in most cases, in cases like this, think about the future. Rather than put yourself in a situation that is going to, that is going to be unfavorable for everyone involved in the future. Send her packing. Send her packing. As a wife that is being abused in a marriage, as a woman, if you're as a woman being abused, in marriages, why not just leave? For the sake of your children and for your own sake, why not just leave? We've had a lot of domestic violence cases over the years, and this thing keeps trending online time and time again. Look, my question is, how much do you have to endure? How much do you have to endure? Do you have to take in for you to say it is enough? How much beating do you have to take? How much abuse? And let's not forget the fact that domestic violence is not just about when a person is just being abused sexually, or when a partner rapes a partner, or when you beat the person, or when you do this or that. You can actually abuse your partner by the things you tell them. A partner can be abused psychologically, mentally, like keeping silence. There are some people that cannot bear not talking to their partner. So when you give your partner that silent treatment, it can actually be tagged abuse, because your partner is not free to communicate with you. That is what I think. So I think that when you get to that point where you cannot endure again, why not leave? Why not just go? For the sake of your children. You don't have to be an example for others to learn from. Let your life not be an example. So that's what I'm asking. To what extent do one have to endure before saying, okay, you know what, I've had enough? And please, my young women and men, in choosing a life partner, please look for a partner that has empathy. Be with someone that has empathy. Be with a kind man. Be with a kind man. A man that would understand you. A man that you know that has communication. Communication is a skill. That has communication skill, that can communicate. A man that has patience. That is not quick to anger. You can actually check this out. Before you enter a marriage, before you get into a marriage with somebody, with a man or a woman, test their anger. Just do things to trigger them. Do things to trigger them, to know the level of their patience or how far they can bear certain things. So you know if you can commit your life into the hands of that person. I'm talking to both the male and the female now. Because everyone can be abused. Anyone can be abused. This thing ought not to be so. And please, And please, that is why it is important to commit relationships to the hands of God. Especially, let God choose your partner for you. A lot of people were coming online to say the both of them were not compatible. Both of them were not compatible. No, I don't think. There was a time that woman was the love of his life, and there was a time that man was her love of his life, the love of her life. So what went wrong? We should actually commit our relationship into the hands of God, for God to give us the right partners. Marriage is no joke. Marriage actually is no joke. Even though we miss it in every other aspect of our life, even though you miss it, do not miss it in marriage, so you don't end up regretting or living a life of sorrow. So I want to hear your opinions. I want to hear your views. Please, in the comment section, what do you think? Do you think the reason he gave is reasonable enough? Because me, I don't agree with that. The fact that she goes out and she comes back late, let's say he has been warning her. No, let's say he has been doing that. He has been warning her, talking to her, and she pays no attention to him and all of that. Is that reason justifiable with the law? Say, okay, you know what? You are right. With the law, listen to that excuse. It's an excuse. So what do you think? I want to hear your views in the comment section. I want to hear your opinion. And please, this is a community where we of shared ideas. Let's hear from you. Let's hear your own opinion, what you think about the situation, and your advice to others. Because let people learn from you. Let's hear your own voice. If today is your first time of seeing my face, and if you agree with things I say, please, we are going to be doing more of this. Please like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you are going to see it. Please, thank you. I need your support. I need your love. This actually is my first video. I believe I will be doing more of this. So thank you, and God bless you. Please drop your comment in the comment section. I'll be waiting to chat with you and to reply to every comment. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye.